My precious baddies, I'm going to use a 30-ounce slurp from the Stainless Steel Depot for this tutorial. I am taping off the plastic part of the lid because I'm going to spray paint it to rhinestone it. But I want to tell you, I'm going to try something different in my tutorial today. I feel like sometimes when people are looking for a tutorial on something specific, sometimes they just want to get to the point of what it is that they're trying to learn fast without having to watch always such a long video. So because I have done vinyl wraps a million times on my videos before, I'm going to actually skip straight to the part where I am already have a vinyl wrapped tumbler and I'm epoxying it so that we can get into the design and the actual peekaboo part of our video. That way, if there's someone new here and they just want to learn the peekaboo part, it'll get to that part faster. If you guys want to learn how to do a vinyl wrap, I have a million videos on that in my channel. So I am using this beautiful corazoncitos. Corazoncitos means hearts in Spanish. Vinyl from Maestra Creations. I swear she has the prettiest vinyl. I'm obsessed with it. So I wrapped my entire tumbler in vinyl, and then I went in with 30 mLs of Flynn Sisters Supply Shop Epoxy. I swear it looks like water. Look at it. This is it after it dries. It's so smooth. I do want to point something out. I left the bottom of the tumbler unfinished, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But the reason I don't care is because we're going to spray paint over it, and it's not going to matter that it doesn't have glitter or anything down there. And you will see what I mean in just a second. The best tip I can give you, and like I said before, it's not the kind of tip you probably want. The best tip I can give you is to always make sure you have a very smooth tumbler before you ever start the actual peekaboo process. Otherwise, any imperfections on your epoxy will show on your spray paint. On your spray paint. So here, there's just a few little things at the bottom, nothing crazy, but I just want to make sure I smooth everything out. I'm going to get my cup officially ready for the peekaboo. I thought it would be really interesting if instead of doing a glitter peekaboo, which is commonly what's done, I wanted to try a patterned vinyl peekaboo so that whenever you have the peekaboo hearts, you actually see like all those pretty pinks underneath with a whole bunch of other hearts. And it actually created for a really cute design. I'm actually really happy with it. And sometimes, believe it or not, sometimes I want to make things that aren't always all glitter. So this is a really fun design if you're making it for someone who doesn't like glitter, or you get an order for a cup that's not glitter, but you still want to be creative. I cut all my heart decals out of removable vinyl. That's very important. Make sure you don't use permanent vinyl. Otherwise, after you spray paint, when you try to peel up your hearts, you are going to have a really hard time getting them off and you risk scratching the paint. So I'm going to go ahead and link this heart decal with the outline in the description of the video. You guys can cut the hearts out in whatever size you want. I did a variety of sizes just to create like, you know, that cute look for my tumbler. But you can do them all big, all small. You can do however many that you want. I am actually not going to do that many hearts. And I know you're probably thinking like, what? You should do more hearts so we could see the beautiful vinyl underneath. And you guys can totally do that. I had like a vision for this cup. And even though I did want that fun peekaboo, I also wanted to enjoy a more like simple, I'll show you what I mean once I get my spray paint on here. So just kind of place your decals in whatever areas of the tumbler that you want to show. Now keep in mind, wherever you place the heart, whatever is underneath is what is going to be showing. So just keep that in mind in case there's an imperfection or something that you want to hide. Like if there's accidentally a bug or something, let's say that there was a cockroach or something and you epoxied over it and you want to hide the cockroach, don't put the heart over the cockroach or it's going to show. All right, so I actually want to do an ombre spray paint over this. I don't want to do just one color, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that as soon as I'm done placing my hearts. I swear I always want nails. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Oh, my hands are going to look so cute. Hand model. But then when I do have nails, the most basic tasks are so much more complicated. But look how cute my hands look. For once, they don't look like sausage links. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, Something I personally do when I spray paint is I always wrap my PVC pipe with paper towel so it doesn't get all spray painted and stay sticky and stuff like that. And I always put gloves on because I always get spray paint all over my hands, all over my nails, my wedding ring. I am going to use colorshot. I'm using a beautiful like teal and a beautiful purple. I didn't want to use any pink on the outside because I wanted the pink vinyl to stand out through the peekaboo. So I'm going to start by doing my bottom. If you guys notice, I am spray painting at about 8 to 10 inches away from the tumbler, and I move my hand. My hand is always moving. If you do not keep your hand moving, you just hold that spray over one area, you're going to get a drip. So you want to make sure that your hand is always moving and you're not keeping that, spray over the same area for too long. Now I'm going to go ahead and start at the bottom. Actually, that's the rim. And I'm going to go in with my really pretty purple. Like I said before, the best tip I can give you is to be at least 8 to 10 inches away and always keep that spray moving. Like, keep it moving. If you accidentally hover it in one spot too long, it's going to let the spray paint pile up and then it's going to drip. And that's really not going to work for a peekaboo. And I'm not doing glitter over this, so I need my peekaboo to be flawless because it's going to show. So that's the best advice I can give you. Once you get to the center, pull your spray paint a little bit further back so that you can get more of an ombre effect. And you can take both colors and go back and forth until you feel like you have created a perfect blend of both colors in the middle, which I feel like we have achieved it here. Also, please don't yell at me for spray painting close to my white fence. I'm just a baby and I'm also very sensitive and I will probably cry, but I do want to let you guys know I don't normally spray paint there. That day it was windy and that's the only place where I can hide from the wind because my patio set and pergola cover the wind on that area. Anywho, patoodly, make sure you let your spray paint dry for a very long time before you attempt to peel up all of your decals, okay? Now, we're going to take our tweezers and we're going to take our weeding tool. The tweezers are very helpful for when you need to like grab that little edge that you can lift up. And just, guys, take your time doing this. Be patient. It can be stressful sometimes because sometimes you're digging your weeding tool in there and you feel like your hand's going to slip and you're going to scratch the spray paint. So just be careful. Be patient. It's not a race. Take your time. Take it easy. Slow and steady wins the race. I bet you're happy I only did a few hearts now, huh? I'm just kidding. Okay, but look how pretty this looks, right? Now, at first, I was like, did I F this whole thing up? Because I don't know how I feel about the teal, purple, and pink, but I knew that I was going to sprinkle glitter over this when I did my epoxy. So just keep watching because it all comes together beautifully at the end. And I feel like it has the perfect amount of peekaboo hearts, the perfect amount of hearts and vinyl and all of that good stuff. So after I did this, I sealed it with epoxy. Now, the reason I recommend doing this before you try to do your heart outlines is because if you don't get it aligned perfectly and you peel up your transfer tape with your heart outline, you're going to peel up that spray paint and that's going to suck. So make sure that you just take the time and seal that spray paint with a coat of epoxy. And then after your cup's been spinning for like 40 minutes, when you know that the epoxy is not really moving anymore, go in there and sprinkle some glitter. I did 3 different glitters, which I will link in the description because I really wanted to do like a little holographic, a little pink, and I really wanted to do a confetti polka dot. The confetti polka dot brought it home for me. It is what pulled this whole thing together. Even at this point right now, I was like, I don't know, girl, you might be ugly, like for real. I don't know, you might turn out ugly as heck, but I'll still love you because I created you. But then when I cut out my holographic heart outlines, I was like, you know what? No, she's cute. She's beautiful. She's everything I need. And it's just a really cute and fun way to do a peekaboo, especially if you're intimidated and you haven't tried one before. It'll take you less time to do one like this than if you do one with glitter. Typically, it takes a lot more coats of epoxy to cover glitter smoothly, etc., etc., etc. But I will be doing a glitter peekaboo soon and showing you how to do glitter on the outside as well and how to find your decals to peel them up and all that good stuff. So now you just want to take your heart outlines and take your time and carefully line them up so that they line up perfectly with your heart peekaboo hearts. Your peekaboo hearts. Ha, ha, heart, peekaboo, heart. The good thing is that if you need to peel it up and do it again, you can because you already have epoxy, so you're going to be fine. So I took my time and did it slowly and lined up all the outlines with the peekaboo hearts. And let me tell you something, once I put those outlines, this really came together for me. Also, on top of doing little outlines, I cut a whole bunch of different size little hearts in the same holographic. And I kind of put them all over the tumbler just to fill in some of those spaces in between. And you guys will see in a second when I go over this with epoxy, but I feel like that really pulled everything together for me. Being able to take lots of different size heart outlines and little tiny hearts and just kind of put them everywhere else. This was so pretty, guys. I really love this. I think that it is cute and simple, and if there's someone that orders a cup but she's like, I don't really like glitter that much, this is something perfect that you can do for someone without, you know, forcing them to use a lot of glitter or have a lot of glitter. So I'm not going to do a full tutorial on how I did the lid because I have done like 3 rhinestone videos already this year, and one of them does include a lid. So I will let you guys go back on my channel and watch those. But I do want to show you how I mix my rhinestones. I pick a color and then I take multiple sizes. Guys, so many people have been like, why do you use a plate? That's ghetto. First of all, ghetto is my middle name, okay? I grew up in the ratatata. Guys, there was a halfway house across the street from my house, okay? Anywho, I like using a paper plate because I like to mix my mixes and have them spread out like that, like butt cheeks. I'm just kidding. Turkey noises. I just think whenever I need to shake my plate around, it's so much easier for me to pick up my rhinestones when they're laying on a big flat surface like that, kind of like my booty, than when I put them in a little tray. That's just my personal choice. So I like using these plates, but you don't have to because you're classy. You're not like me. You're classy. All of the rhinestones that I used in this video are from Flynn Sisters Supply Shop. I'm going to link it in the description. That is also where I got my epoxy. Guys, if you have not tried her epoxy, do yourself a favor. It looks like glass. Don't even take my word for it. I do have a discount code for her supply shop. The discount code does not include epoxy, but it will get you 10% off on your rhinestone order. And if you order any of her wax pencils and her silicone mat and stuff like that, you can save 10% with my code. So here I am almost done with this rhinestone lid. The purple is so freaking beautiful and it matched the cup perfectly. I'm enamored. Here she is. She's so cute. There's something about this cup that I just love. I think it turned out super cute and simple. I love it. And with the finished rhinestone lid, I'm about to show you the finished product. I hope that you love it as much as I do, and I will see you next Saturday. Besitos. Mwah.